Greetings and welcome to a Friday edition of the Shotgun Start. It is August 1st. Andy, how we doing?
Brendan, the universe is aligning. We finally got a sorely missed first of the month recording. I got myself a tavern pie from one of my favorite Chicago establishments.
Tavern pie? What is that?
Tavern
pizza?
tavern style pizza.
All right. Okay.
You know, all is right in the world. All is right in the world. It was just delightful. I have to say, Central California is not blessed with a good pizza scene.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like a little bit of accountability and honesty about our locale.
It's horrendous, to be completely honest.
For what? The population that exists there, or it just doesn't meet the moment?
It's just there's nothing good about it. Honestly, nothing good. It's an embarrassment.
Maryland could be better, I would say. You know, yeah. DC could be better too. Good. I'm glad you got a good tavern pie. It's the first of the month. August, I think, is down. In terms of month rankings, August, I think, falls a little low towards the bottom. It's not a great one, in my opinion. It's just too hot everywhere. Summer has sort of started to lag. As a kid, it always meant football camp starting up again, which was the worst. I don't know. August, it's just, I don't know. It's the worst of the summer months, the 3 summer months. No?
I'm gonna push back a little here.
It's fine. We're really picking nits. I don't know how different it is than July.
August is FedEx generally Cup. When I take my vacation, so I like August.
Sure.
It's the end of the summer. How can you not love that? It's the last days of your time, your summer.
Run it out. I know.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when I think about summer, it's like it's the squeezing every drop out of it is August.
I agree with that.
It's also when, you know, if you are someone who appreciates the Great Lakes, but like you didn't grow up on a Great Lake.
That's not true. I grew up on a Great Lake.
Well, your lake's so shallow, you don't have this. Like August is when the lake water gets to the perfect level. That's when you want to be at the beach.
Perfect level of what? Temperature? Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the shallow?
I lived on a Great Lake that wasn't a puddle.
It's a great quote from Rick Bragg in an old article of Southern. Rick Bragg's a Southern writer. He goes, there's a time when August stretched out forever, the end of it somewhere beyond the horizon of a childhood's favorite season. I love, there's like a good old essay by Rick Bragg on August of like how you just squeeze every drop out of it. And yeah, it is vacation. But nowadays, there's been this great incursion into August. I mean, some places down south, I think, starting almost July, end of July, like they're already in school. I don't get it. Labor Day is when you start school. Maybe you could start the Friday or Thursday before you get wet your whistle, but after Labor Day is when school should start.
Yeah,
this should be a hard and fast rule.
Mid-August, it's barreling down on us. I don't like it. It's cutting my time, you know, in the Midwest short.
Yeah,
I'd like to be in the Midwest longer, you know, for the great month of August. You know, really squeeze the last drops of summer out, but they're just saying no, summer's over.
I don't think it's bad. I just think like when you got to pick between options, you know, February is way down there. March is so. You got March Madness, but August.
January's terrible.
January's bad, but you get the NFL playoffs every Saturday and Sunday. It's
what are we talking about? January is unequivocally awful.
All right, well, it's August now. Long way from January.
I can't believe you tried to say August was down on the rankings of best months.
I mean, what's
September's
behind it?
number one.
Okay, there you go. There's some hard choices. September, October.
I think I would honestly go like it's in the top 5. It's without a doubt in the top 5. September, October, June, July, August. In that rough, jumble them up, mix them up. No
You'd put
months
it ahead
touch
of like
those.
April and May.
I mean, we're both. Hey, I just want to be clear. There's probably some people in the South that are like literally like yelling at their
August
car
is
radio
pretty
right
brutal.
now, yelling at it, being
Yeah.
like, "What are these idiots talking about?"
Sure.
There's probably some people in the Southern Hemisphere that I have no interest in this. We're talking from the perspective of two Yankee
Lake.
boys that grew up in the North.
August is here. And you know what? Jordan Spieth's ready. He's ready for a breakout year.
Not this year. Next year.
Some great quotes. It's all coming together for Jordan Spieth.
I mean,
he says that he seems like I said, its analogy is like a college football coach. They just went, 5-7, 5-8, but it's a high pressure situation. A lot of boosters, a lot of publicity on the game, on the program. He says, we went 5-7, but he's got his guys in there. They're putting a program, they're building a culture, and next year is going to be the year. That's what Jordan Spieth sounds like. He's at the Wyndham Championship. He's going to make the playoffs.
Well,
and he's talking about how he can feel it.
Thanks to the sponsors, to the partners.
How he can
PGA
feel
Tour.
it. He feels it coming together. I mean, that's what it's like the Browns GM in March. Like, we got the right guys in the building now. We might have won 4 games last year, but I can feel it. Come next year, we're going to be good. It's unbelievable. What a quote. What a rationalization
He
there.
feels it in his fingers. Now, all right. I don't know what he's supposed to say.
I would talk about next year. I mean,
this is all he can say. He should say it's coming together. But like where I'm going to push back here is us as a golf society needs to realize he's been saying the same thing for the last 4 or 5 years. Literally the exact same thing.
Well, this time last year he was hurt. He had no idea, like the future, because of his wrist thing. But yeah,
3 years ago, he said the exact same thing. It's all coming together. So whatever, he's saying exactly what do you want him to go up there and be like? You know what? I kind of stink. I'm not as good as I used to be. I know it. I don't know what's going to happen next year. Thank God for the sponsors exemptions I got. Otherwise, I'd be, scrapping for my card. Is that what you want him to go up there and say?
No.
Do you think that's what his mega Under Armour deal wants him to go say? Like, I'm a fringe PGA Tour player.
But he's talking about his putting is coming together. Like, he just needs to put in the offense. Like, he needs to put in a few more plays with this guy. Like, isn't putting like... I realize you can be hot for sustained stretches and figure it out, but what do quotes about his putting on July 31st mean for next April? I don't know. Anyways, he's locked in. It's coming together. He's going to have the program in place for a hot next year.
I think we should do, a segment where we do the honest answer to it, and it would be like, listen. I'm a fringe playoff player on the PGA Tour at this point in my career.
He's gonna be on the Ryder Cup.
He's gonna be on the Ryder Cup because of the boys' club.
Why are you looking so despondent? Like I just kicked your dog. Why'd you bow your head?
Because how is he gonna be on the Ryder Cup team?
He's gonna be on the Ryder Cup.
I understand that, but I don't understand how that's possible after the year he's had.
It's possible because of the past 10 years. He's an establishment player. Who's part of the boys club. He's got experience. We all know experience matters. And apparently, Keegan's telling he's not interested in rookies. He's going to be on the team. Him and JT are going to play together probably. He's going to be on the team. So he's got that going for him while he's building for next year. He's going to have the Ryder Cup.
Do you know when the last time Jordan Spieth finished in the top 13 of a major championship was? Do you know how many majors
this has been? 19.
Page?
Another reason he should be a pick.
He has one top 13 finish, or he hasn't had a top 13 finish in 11 major championships. 12 major championships. This is 2023 Masters.
Yeah. Does he have a lot of 14th finishes? Why'd you cut it at 13?
One 14th, and that's the only only other finish inside the top 23 of a major. He's finished inside the top 23 of a major twice in the last 3 years. His status on tour is largely propped up based off of sponsor exemptions.
I'm winning 3 majors and winning,
that was a decade ago.
15 times. I
that
understand
was 10 years ago.
When you win big events and you get to number 1 in the world, your status lingers on various ways. Yeah,
this is not how it works in any other professional sport. It's not like, hey, you know what? We signed Ocho Cinco to big contract. We brought him in. You know, he was really good 10 years ago.
I love that one.
He was. Do you remember when he was on the Bengals and he just lit people up 10 years ago? 10 years ago, he was great.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Like, that's not how it works.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
Ocho Cinco and Jordan Spieth comp, that's just disrespectful to Jordan Spieth.
It might be disrespectful to Ocho Cinco.
I was going to say, I wish Jordan Spieth did anything as cool as giving a Hall of Fame jacket on the sideline after you scored a touchdown. I mean, come on.
God, he's 2 under through 13 holes. It's respectable T23, which is precisely where Spieth lives these days.
Like
T23 feels like.
This is like a T23 at the Wyndham. Like, how is that? That's going to be viewed as a positive somehow in 3 weeks when we have to pick a team. And I don't understand how that could possibly be true.
Maybe, maybe this is all they just feel bad for what Zach Johnson did to Jordan Spieth on the, was it 16th or 17th tee at Marco de Simone, where Zach came up and told them to hit the 3-wood instead of the driver.
Oh, that's one quote. Let's do Whip Around Friday. Jordan Spieth's coming together. Next year's the year. Another quote from Charley Hull.
Hold on a second.
What?
I just want to unpack this.
We're 11 minutes in. We talked about nothing. Months. Jordan Spieth.
We're talking. So Jordan Spieth in 2015 goes 1-1 T4 second in the majors. One of the greatest years of major championship golf ever. 2015. 2016, he has a T2. Then he goes T37, T30, T13. 2017, he wins at Birkdale. Other finishes, T11, T35, T28. He's kicked in like basically one top 10 per year if you aggregate it out since then in a major. That has some years. Like, it was just like 1 year.
Oh, that's so minimizing.
There's like one superstar year.
Yeah.
1 year. It's actually like, when you start to look at it now, it's like,
I think he
just was inferno hot with the putter.
No. He was an exceptional junior. He had immediate success as a professional. Good in his year of college, like an immediately successful, a phenom as a professional, whether it was winning the Deer before the superstar year. It was a top 5 player in the world after that. I think saying 1 year he had a 1 all-time year, but he was pretty good outside of that.
I'm saying of being a super duper star, which he's like still held in this crazy realm.
Needle. He's the needle. Or he is a needle, I should say.
It was like 1 year.
I think someone who's so pro rollback like you should be a big Spieth booster. I don't know how you can be anti-Spieth and pro rollback. Those two positions seem in contradiction to each other because he'd be a true artisan. We could see all-time years. He's a real artisan. We could see more of those. He's been passed by just speed demon golf.
What about Charley Hull?
How about Charley Hull? She's at the AIG Women's Open. Says, I don't watch golf. Golf stinks now. Charley Hull, just absolute social media manager dream. That's like anytime she does anything, social media manager is just like, well, I'm gonna be able to make my quota this month or this week. Got a Charley Hull catnip. She had a quote at Royal Porthcawl ahead of the Women's Open. Said, I think golf back 20, 30 years ago, say 19 up to the 2000s, it was more of an art. The players, even then the men, would have to hit draws and fades and stuff it in. Where I think now it's become more of a power game, and where it's become the technology has advanced so much, everyone can just hit it straight and far. Everyone can just hit it straight and far. And it's kind of taking the art away from it. Whenever I watch golf, I watch golf and all that lot. Like who won the British Open in the 1970s and that. I find that way more interesting back then. Like I wouldn't really watch golf now, really. So she's out on golf. You all right? You got an interruption here? So she's out on golf. She wants the art brought back, wants it, she finds an interesting line of demarcation, the 2000s. Do you have Jordan Spieth's manager just trying to get in your kitchen right now?
You know what? We've got a house full of kids here, and they just broke through contain, busted into the recording studio.
Welcome to my world. I love that. I wouldn't say you're necessarily unflappable there under pressure. When they broke in, you gotta keep going.
There's a lot
in the pocket. You got to maintain
a lot going on with them busting in.
Okay.
It's other people's kids. It wasn't just my kid.
Yeah. It looks like you were trying to shoo them away.
It was. There was a dog involved too.
How about Charley Hull?
I mean, I think she's right.
2000s, up to the 2000s.
Couldn't say it much better.
Yeah, you really can't. It's interesting.
For the people, it's just one of the things that's underrated about equipment is the way the modern ball handles the wind. And you'll see it this week at Porthcawl. Like the need to hit shots in wind, even like modest winds. You're talking about a 10-mile-an-hour wind on the Parkland golf courses. Like you can kind of hit stock shots now all the time because the ball just soars through the wind. That's one of the developments of the ball that's like the most interesting to me in terms of like losing artistry. Yeah. You just don't have to hit shots. And I think, the equipment, the drivers effectively only hitting a fade. It's like impossible to turn the ball over. You can hit it all over the face and it still goes as far. Listen, all this stuff needs to be addressed, and it's amazing. Like every day it feels like we're getting more people talking about it. But the equipment companies, notably one still has their head buried under the sand, somehow touching their ass and smelling their own farts.
While we're the subject of the ball going too far, I had Kyle Robbins, Indiana's own, sending me messages late last night with 2008 junior scores saying we need to look into the scoreflation at the junior PGA. How about the Western AM too? I mean, guys just shooting 62. Everybody rolls out of bed, just posts a 66 or better. And then you have the junior PGA where Charlie Woods went, quote, got nuclear, made 9 birdies at the Purdue golf course. I think Campen.
That used to be a hard course, too.
Well, Robbins sent me 2008 junior scores from there. It's like Kevin Chappell won it with a 76 in his final round. I mean, he shot 69, 73, 68, 76. That would get you like DFL. I mean, you have Chappell, Jorge Campillo, Nick Taylor, Ricky Fowler, and Siwon Kim in this 08 junior top leaderboard. I mean, there's maybe, I see a 66 in there, 166 from Nick Taylor. Billy Boy was in this event. He shot 80 in the final round.
Dude, that course is hard.
Yeah. And then everybody's shooting 66, 65, 62. Charlie Woods is incredulous about, shooting 66. He misses one on the last hole. It's kind of crazy.
It is nutty when you start to look at the scores that these kids are shooting. It's not all equipment.
No.
Some of it's like the TrackMan, the course management stuff. Like people have never understood how to play golf at a younger age as much.
More.
And, Then there's training aspects of it, but yeah, the equipment is probably the biggest thing. I guess like I think I've said this before on this pod. As someone who grew up with equipment that you were like really afraid of, like hitting duck hooks. I mean, I remember high school matches. Like you get out of school and you rush over to the golf course and you're effectively on the first tee within a couple minutes. You don't hit balls and you're standing on the first tee, terrified of hitting a duck hook, like terrified of a duck hook or a pop up because you have the smaller driver head, like all the things that could go wrong off the first tee. To, I would say in like, I don't know, maybe like 2011-ish, 2012, I had this like realization, so if you think about like that mindset when you're in high school and you're like literally just trying to get the ball off the tee and you're like the conservative nature of the game, like you're afraid to swing because of all the things that could go wrong with the driver. To fast forward a couple of years, like the technology just got so good in the driver that I like some point I realized, wait, like really all I should do is swing as hard as I can. And if I swing as hard as I can, I'm going to swing a little bit better. That is true. I think that's something that you've learned is like you use the ground better. Your fundamentals are a little bit better. But also, I have no fear of missing this thing. None. Like if I hit it on the neck, it's going to go just as far. If I hit it on the toe, it's not going to hook anymore because the drivers just don't hook. And I'm just going to swing as hard as I possibly can at this. So when you just like, these juniors have just been taught from age 8, 10, swing as hard as you possibly can at the ball. Hit it and go find it. And it's just been a massive, the technology has just erased the nuance to the game of golf in terms of like how you deal with wind, how you might play a hole if you have a 7-iron in or a 5-iron in, because then all of a sudden the rough becomes a little bit more of a penal thing. But the reality is playing Skokie is a great golf course, an awesome golf course where the Western Am's at. Tyler Watts shoots 62, but I remember watching, when I went to it, the Western Am there a few years ago. I mean, Cameron Champ just had like little chips into every green. So rough doesn't matter when you hit it inside of 150 yards, because at that point you're hitting a wedge, and with a wedge you can get enough speed and there's enough loft on the club to get it out. Like where rough matters is when you have a 5-iron in, but like in order to get a 5-iron into these kids' hands, the hole has to be 550 yards.
Yep. Tyler Watts, 62. He's been passed by William Sides, who's out earlier or ahead of him. 8 under.
Big Bill
already.
Sides.
Big Bill Sides. We have notables for the Western Am notable game. We're going to throw this out real quick.
36 holes today. You can watch it on ESPN Plus.
Oh, really? I was looking for that.
I think I saw that
Wednesday.
People
okay. I get those press releases. I'll look it up.
There's 36 holes today. And that cuts it to the top 16 for match play. Just to give it context.
Yep.
Masters of Amateur Golf.
This is Friday, August 1st, 11 to 2 p.m. and 4 to 7 quarterfinal on ESPN Plus. Saturday, semis and championship match, both on from basically 10 a.m. through the afternoon. So ESPN Plus coming in with the Western Am. I wonder who they got on the call there. You should run over there, see if you can grab a mic. You've done streaming golf coverage before, right?
I'm playing golf this afternoon.
Well, so we're talking Friday, Saturday. So you're good. You're free and clear. Go get in the broadcast there with ESPN
I don't think
Plus.
I'm going to do that.
Western Am notables from our friend at Golf Channel. See if you can guess the themes here. Preston Stout, Cameron Tankersley, Fridge Harrington, and Tommy Morrison.
Big boys.
The Tank, Fridge, Stout, and Tommy Morrison. Ethan Fain, Trevor Gushevsky, and Matt Vogt. What is someone
Teeth.
said you would laugh that one. What?
Teeth.
Teeth. Okay.
Krentis is back.
Oh, Matt Vogt. Fang. Trevor Gishchest. Oh, okay.
Krentis is back.
The dental coach. I was trying to remember who Matt Vogt was.
Yes.
I forgot about him already.
Vogt missed the cut, sadly.
Oh, too bad. Caden Pope, Sam Easterbrook, and Colin Prater. Prey, Easter, and Pope. There we go. Jackson Bird, Jake Birdwell, Zachary Swan, and Zach Poyo. The Chicken Man.
Chicken Boy. I saw the Chicken Boy on the...
Grayson Wood, Jonathan Oakes, JP Cave or Cave, and Jonathan Grizz. Oakes, Wood, Grizz, Cave, I guess nature. Harley Smith. This is so stupid. Harley Smith, Ryder Cohen, and Tashi Moto. Ryder, Harley. And then William Love, Will Hartman, and Ike Joy. Love, Hart, Joy. Very good. Those are some notables for the Western Am. Go ahead.
Big storyline with the Western Am is Walker Cup.
It is.
Obviously like all-time Walker Cup with it at Cypress Point.
That might have some video on that or some
possibly
material, some content forthcoming on that one.
Go
ahead.
In terms of like one to keep an eye on, friend of the pod, Stu Hagestad.
Yep.
Going for another mid-am spot. I would say the biggest there's kind of a battle between him and Evan Beck, who won the mid-am last year, played in the Masters. But Stu's in. He's got a chance at match play. So
good.
If he gets into match play, that's a big, kind of boon for him. Then, you got some guys like Big Tom Morris.
Yep.
Love to see Big Tom Morrison.
He's playing well.
Get in there. Wells Williams, all-time Southern name. He's got a chance at a bid. And then obviously you've got some big name guys like Ethan Fang, who's already in.
Yep. Good. Keep an eye on Walker Cup. Not a lot of spots left. I mean, there's only one or two maybe open, but all right. That's the Western Am. I don't think we've talked anything about the pro events going on, but it's early over there. The leaderboard at the Women's Open kind of stinks, but we're halfway through one round, so
first quarter.
Don't want to call it. Did you see Piss Bear Jr. is caddying in that?
No,
for Darcy Harry, I think he's caddying. Jacob Skov-Olsen is caddying at Royal Porthcawl.
He's trying to be, a little bit more respectful of the females than his father.
Oh my God! Allegedly, maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Other news: RNA announced the 2027 Women's Open. The 27 Women's Open is going to Royal St. George's. So they announced that. I think they've now put every men's rota course, except for I think Port Rush, which hasn't been around that long, or re-entered the rota only 6 years ago. Will have hosted. This has been a big trend lately, obviously with Carnoustie and the Old Course hosting Women's Open. Now they're going to Royal St. George's in 3 years. Yeah, 2027, 2 years. So that's next for the Women's Open. All right. You having a good week in your Dratty? You playing golf today? You gonna wear Dratty? What do you have going on?
I've got one of the cool polos.
You got a cool?
Little pink. A little pink for August 1st. I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna stay cool.
Why does August 1st call for pink?
I don't know. It was, to be honest, I'm living out of a suitcase, and it was the last clean polo I had.
All right.
Every polo I brought is a Dratty polo.
Yeah, it better be. You can get your own at bdratty.com. Use the promo code SGS30. We'll get you 30% off. I was singing the virtues of the Glazer polo. Cool Glazer polo. I'm a big fan of that. PJ, you've got a hoodie on. What is that? That's the Proctor hoodie, I think.
Yeah.
That's the Proctor. That's a staple for the fall, the shoulder season coming. You can use the code SGS30 for that one. They've got everything from sport polos to boxers to layers. You can get it all at B Dratty. They've got the cotton polos.
It's what I brought a mix. I got a couple of the sports, and a couple of the cottons. I'm able to Midwest, we get some really nice days. Today's supposed to be like 75. If I had a cotton available, I'd probably be wearing it. But I've got you got the variety and like the nice thing. I think that the nice thing that's nice is the cotton is great for out and about.
It can be a casual, like a lifestyle polo too. Go to beadratty.com, use the promo code SGS30. They have all sorts of designs, materials there. They've really expanded the colors and the designs, some prints, stripes, whatever floats your boat. Go to beadratty.com, use the promo code SGS30.
Real quick.
Oh, that's so loud. That's so loud. People are gonna be mad about that.
I can turn that one down.
This was an alert. This is an alert. This isn't a fair police. This is just an alert.
Yeah.
I think you've been too quick to say that one of the favorites of this podcast is just ready to go back. Needs to go back to Europe, and he appears to be making a stand. The great one is in the mix early on.
Hell yeah.
The great one's coming. 5 under through 8.
Oh my God.
Mateo Manacero is saying, not so fast. I'm not ready to go back to the European Tour. I don't want to go back to playing for $1.5 million. and far-flung locales.
Well, he's got his work cut out for him because he's going up against a guy in Andretti Sport, Victor Perez, number 1. He didn't use his promo code. We had someone. I had a friend recently ask if they could use the SGS30 at the Cypress Point clubhouse, at the pro shop, Cypress Point checkout, because it did not work, if you could believe it or not. But Victor Perez didn't use it.
I heard him ask the
either.
pros.
Did you?
About that.
You saw it? Oh, my God. You were present for this?
Yeah. What was the most popular purchase among the media at Cypress Point Media Day?
What? Andy hoodie?
Andy hoodie was just flying off the shelves.
They were just probably trying to be nice with you there.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't want to out. The different outlets have different clothing deals. I saw one very popular outlet. Very popular. Everybody decked out in the Andy hoodie.
Really? Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. You probably can't use it at a pro shop, but at Beadratty you can. Victor Perez. He's in his Dratty Sport. He's first currently at Greensboro, but he's got the great one nipping at his heels. 500. We might be on 59 watch with the great one.
The great one. This could be it. I'm sorry that I had to use I didn't know what else to sound the alarm with.
That was so loud. You see Scotty Scheffler is banking $18 million this week without playing. He gets $8 million for this is so insane to me. The Comcast Business Top 10 still exists even after we've done the reallocation of FedEx Cup bonus money. So we have a total double dip situation of we're giving regular season bonus money away this week, also doing the Comcast Business Top 10. It's a pure, I think it's a precise exact overlap, double dip. So he gets $10 million of the new bonus money, how we do that, and he gets $8 million for the Comcast Business Top 10. Comcast just getting completely shafted.
Like, what is
so pointless?
They stopped even showing it.
It's so pointless. Well, he's getting paid out for it. Maybe they didn't have to. Comcast didn't, really have to sponsor the deal, but it's still called that, sort of in memoriam in its last year. But he's getting $8 million for one and $10 million for the other. So $18 million this week. Still couldn't bother. Like, no chance. Why would you show up? If you don't have to show up to make it, don't show up. So he's, biding his time for Memphis, I guess, but making $18 million this week. PJ,
how many of the top 70 do you think show up at Memphis?
Well, not all. I'm pretty confident in that. Let's go 67.
I think that's a good number.
68, 67. Anybody injured? Anybody? Yeah, I'm going to go 67. 67. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good number.
Okay. PJ, let's do the Happy Gilmore 2, whatever it is, quiz. What is the hook here? What's the point?
The hook is that, as we said the other day, there's 55 cameos in this, or 60, whatever it is. So basically, I'm gonna give you some names. You have to let Andy. You've seen the movie, so this might be a little easier for you. But Brendan, can you tell me if this person is in Happy Gilmore 2 or not in Happy Gilmore 2?
Brendan hasn't seen the movie.
I have not seen it. I've not seen it.
Just based on your guess, do you think this person weaseled their way in to the cameo fest known as Happy Gilmore 2?
Okay.
Apparently, there's a staunch defense of Happy Gilmore 2 coming to the newsletter from Will. And I can't wait for this.
I'm happy it has sort of overwhelmed the culture in a way. I mean, I think by force almost, but with Netflix, it grossed a lot of money. I guess that's the measure of success. And, the putters, I want to putter. Like, it's cool that it's in the discussion of I don't know if it's necessarily for golf reasons, but yeah, it's overwhelmed the culture.
Listen, I didn't feel like I wasted my time watching it.
Well, there you go.
I laughed. I smiled. I
laughed.
I laughed. I cried. It was better than Cats. Yeah, you're just.
There you go.
Was it the greatest movie ever? Am I running to watch it again? No. But could it have been a lot better? Yes. This is the thing. There could be a million things true about this, and people. This is what I feel like people on the internet just don't.
Yeah.
The internet also just like values you. Rewards you for going completely over the top and irrational about anything.
True.
That is how the algorithm works. Yes, that is exactly how
it's like
happens.
Insane. I just think internet discourse has reached like an all-time low in recent months.
Disagree with that.
It's like, okay, like I'm just gonna word. I just am gonna word this way and be dramatic about something, and it's gonna blow up because of that.
All right, let's do the quiz.
All right, here we go. Number 1. Eminem in Happy Gilmore 2, Marshall Mathers.
I'm going to say in.
Andy?
Out.
Andy, you've seen the movie. Eminem is in the movie.
I don't remember.
Eminem plays, I would argue, a pretty crucial part in the movie.
Who is he?
He is the son of the nice putt jackass guy who they all kill and throw to the wall, throw to the alligators.
Watching during that part. To be completely honest,
here we go. This is my point exactly. Is that it
totally
didn't actually matter at all.
I watched the movie, but I definitely took breaks of not watching during the movie.
I will say I heard from a friend, one of my all-time favorite characters, Huel from Breaking Bad, the big boy Huel apparently is in this movie. Did you watch Better Call Saul? Breaking Bad? Yeah. Huel.
The security guard, right?
Right, yeah. Lays down on the pile of money in the storage unit. Huel was one of my favorite characters. All right.
That's a hot start. I love that. That was a very big callback. That was one of my criticisms when they showed the clip of the guy saying "nice putt, jackass," because if you couldn't remember the first movie, that was Eminem.
Ago. Yeah.
That was Eminem. So great. We're off to a hot start. The Rizzler was the Rizzler in Happy Gilmore 2.
I don't know who the Rizzler is. What is the Rizzler? Is it my kids? Is this one of the Costco universe things you're talking about?
Yes, this is one of the Costco universe.
My kids are familiar with the Rizzler.
I'm quite sure the poor Ethclad is familiar with the Rizzler.
Yes, in.
I'm going to say he's not in. I don't know who the Rizzler is.
Well, even if you did know who he was, you wouldn't have seen him because he was somehow not in Happy Gilmore 2.
Yes.
There we go.
I was pretty stunned by that, honestly.
Were the Bryan brothers in it?
No, not that I know of, at least.
What an omission. Okay.
In that same vein, was Grant Horvat in Happy Gilmore 2?
I didn't see him.
No. I'm going to say no.
Okay, Grant Horvat was in fact not in Happy Gilmore 2. So we're back in the plus column here. Guy Fieri.
Come on. This just feels like bait. No, he's not in it.
He was in it.
Guy
Guy
Fieri.
Fieri is the host of the Maxi Golf League. He is the on-course. He's the Arlo White of the Maxi Golf League.
This sounds like it actively makes you stupider.
I wouldn't disagree with that. But hey, everybody loves it.
But yeah, okay.
Did Jay Monahan make it into Happy Gilmore too?
No.
I feel like I didn't see him, but he had to be in that like gold jacket montage of people for like a second.
Jay Monahan was not in the gold jacket montage.
Oh, okay.
But
surprise.
I will say, I want to ask this as a question. There was an Easter egg in the background there. Seth Waugh did make it into
the
gold jacket room montage.
There's probably a lot of quid pro quo going on. I'll put you in the movie, do this, that, Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't think Seth Waugh cares about being in the movie.
I'm not saying about him, but there's, all sorts of stuff.
What do you guys think about my theory of Colin Morikawa spending too much time on Hollywood sets, and that explains his decline?
Something's got to explain
Potential.
It's like such a ridiculous take.
Maybe some meat on that bone.
All right, my mic's disconnected, but we're back.
We're back.
Everybody, there goes the good production.
No echo, at least. It's summer.
Fine. It's fine. It's a summer Friday.
It's the back half of a summer Friday.
Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny.
Yes, for sure. He's in it.
Starring role.
Bad Bunny. I was a lot of speaking roles.
Really?
A lot. Travis Kelce, obviously in it.
Yep.
Another professional athlete. Was he in the gold jacket scene? Paul Azinger.
Zaner. No. I'm gonna say he's out.
I didn't see him.
Zinger did not make the cut somehow. And I'm very, very upset about it. Would have been another good moment for the Champions Tour.
Bad Bunny, Guy Fieri. Oh.
Speaking of professional athletes, WNBA star Kelsey Plum.
Out.
I'm gonna say she was in.
She was in. She was the what is going on?
I'm in somebody else's office. Okay, I can't.
You should pick it up. Tell them they're on the pod. Pick it up. Like, do you have any takes on Happy Gilmore too?
The other thing is this person is a lawyer.
Yeah, probably
I'm not picking this
important
up.
stuff going on with the client. Ask them what they think of Happy Gilmore too, and put it to the mic. All right. What else we got?
All right, I'll give you one last professional athlete. Was this person in Happy Gilmore 2? Boban Marjanovic.
I'm going to say yes. There's no way you just pull that out of nowhere. And then you're baiting me. It clearly appears.
He is in
Boban is prominently featured in Happy
sense.
Gilmore 2.
He's
right.
Mr. Larson's kid.
Yes.
Boban. That's good. I like that. I watch now. What a mix of people we have. Let's go to golf advice really fast. We got a bunch of actual great ones.
God, it's been hot. The golf advice emails.
There's so many good ones.
We might have to do a dedicated golf advice episode. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should record that next week.
We could do that. This thing is hilarious. This one made me howl out loud. I don't know that there's a big question here, but a pretty good one. It's titled Charity Scramble Spectator from Joel. 42 years old, 2 kids, no interest in fighting. I was a large scramble charity golf tournament with a couple hundred people playing it. We knew some of the players in the group in front of us. 2 of them were brothers. And we talked to them on almost every hole because play was pretty slow with lots of non-golfers getting into one, quote unquote, in the tournament. On about the 5th hole, the mother of the brothers in front of us showed up and started following them around and taking pictures and videoing almost every shot of her 30 to 35-year-old adult sons. After they passed by the clubhouse, she got her own cart and drove around doing her photography all day, 6+ hours. After the conclusion of play, there was a long drive contest with a bunch of drunk idiots trying to hit it 300 yards. The mother stayed and videoed her 35-year-old adult son compete in this contest. Throughout the day, she was seen and heard asking people if they saw how good her son's last shot was. We all thought this was weird. Since the tournament, one of the brothers has heard that people were saying they thought the situation was weird. And he has confronted one of the people in my group asking, quote, if he has something to say about his mom being at the tournament. Is this weird? This killed me. Yes, it's so weird.
So strange.
30 it's well written. You keep saying 30 to 35-year-old adult sons. Yes.
I mean,
what?
Yeah, this is weird. It'd be one thing if it was like if it's coming and getting a picture because all the kids are playing together. Okay. But like constantly going about it, parading about, and then outwardly bragging about it is really strange.
Yep. Oh man. That was good. It's so weird. So bizarre that she followed him for 6 hours, then did the long drive contest, then kept talking to people about it. And then the guy took umbrage with it. All right, this is from Garrett. Shameless golf club requests. 34 years old, 5'11", no interest in fighting. My younger brother is a head professional, one of the 31,000, at an exclusive golf club in one of the golf-rich areas of the country. A very nice part of the country with many, many great golf courses. While I don't visit often, when I am in town, he gladly allows me to play his course. Although I'm sure he wouldn't mind, I'd never, all caps, ask him to help me with tee times at other exclusive clubs, as I don't want to put him in possibly awkward position with another club. So whereas brother's the head pro, there are many other nice clubs within a very short distance. Which leads me to my question. This past week, I got a text from someone I used to work with about 10 years ago. We played a good amount of golf together. We belonged to the same club, but have since moved to different cities and have only exchanged a handful of texts, mostly in group messages, over the past few years. He and his buddies had a golf trip planned for the coming week and had a free day where they were looking to play more golf. He told me he remembered my brother worked in the area and if I could reach out to him to set them up at a course nearby. Admittedly, I thought this was a ridiculous request and ignored the text. But how should I have handled this? Part of me feels bad for not responding at all. Thanks for your advice. Yeah, I think you got to respond, but yeah, you don't. I don't think you can.
This is
10
brutal.
years ago they worked. That's kind of a lot.
This is rough. I
don't know if there are rules for this situation. As people,
there are no rules. I can tell you, it's a lawless state. It's a lawless world. I get a lot of these requests from people.
But it's like
here's the thing. If you're making a request to someone in the industry that doesn't work at your club, because like you don't want to ask people that work at clubs, like it's like a hard thing. But if you're making a request of somebody, like you got to be like like if you like consider this, and this is me from like if you're gonna make a request, like you better be like really confident that you are like great friends with said person, like great friends.
Or can offer something in kind, like return in kind, like, or you've done stuff for them in the past and worked with them in the past. Yeah.
Like there has to be like a very good relationship, like a very like, and what I'm saying by that is like, if you're in a random city and you both are in the random city, you're going to hang out, right? Mm-hmm. You know, if you're going back somewhere or you live different places, you're going there, you're definitely trying to hang out.
Or they have explicitly offered it to you too. Like that happens. You can, if it's offered, go.
You cannot make requests to people you don't know well like this. You cannot make requests. It's because tough. Like the reality, like here's the thing. And this is why it's important is like that person isn't going to make requests all the time. They're going to use their bullets a few times a year. You know, and they have people in their lives that they would like to do this for that they probably haven't done it for, that are very close to them, you know? And if you make a request of like, hey, I'd like you to go set up, let's just, you know, I'm in Chicago Golf Club. It's like, well, like, I'm going to do this for you who I barely know. Or like know very lightly, haven't really talked to in 10 years. Or I could do this for like my dad, who's never gone there. Right?
Yeah.
Like this is like the situation. So as far as requests, and I think it's perfectly fine to be like, you know what, he can't do that.
You should respond. Say like it's a tough spot. I also haven't talked to you in 10 years.
Yes.
You've outlined some rules. I don't know if we need a little like pocket guide sheet, one sheeter, little guide you could put in on when to do it. There's also like, there's a Justice Potter Stewart, you know it when you see it element to this. Like you should know, should kind of feel it out. And you should also assume that if someone is a member at, I'll throw out like whatever, Oakmont, Shinnecock Hills, Wingfoot, wherever, they are getting, they are like, there's a natural understanding that like, you probably want to go to those places. You'd love the opportunity to go. You're not going to act like, and they are probably getting asked with some amount of frequency by people they are close with, or like, it's just probably a standing request that they get from a lot of people, both some maybe within bounds and some out of bounds. So you kind of just wait and keep your powder dry. Or if you have that relationship, you can go there, I guess. It's a, when you see it situation, but this one is way out of line, and you probably could have responded, but not much more. You're in the right.
I don't think it's incorrect to not respond.
Oh, just leave it. Yeah,
because it's just so
a waste of your time.
It's so out of line.
I've had a few recently, whether it's like just for stuff or a tea time, where it's like, the amount of brain power I spend on how to respond, like I know the answer. My answer is no, but like I waste my time trying to craft the response.
Yes,
and it takes a lot of brain power to be nice saying no, And
this is why it should be acceptable to not respond.
I've come around to not respond.
It should be perfectly acceptable to not respond.
Yeah,
and like. When somebody, in this case, asks something completely out of bounds, they should have to deal with the anxiety of like, wait, why hasn't he responded? Like, and maybe eventually they look inside internally and be like, oh, that was a preposterous request.
Do you have an egregious one? You could, or will it just be putting a listener on blast? Probably. I have a few, but I feel like they probably listen.
I'm perfectly fine saying this. Like, okay. I get random people that ask me, like, hey, I'm going on a Chicago trip.
Yeah.
Can you get me out to Chicago Golf or Shore Acres? Or
how random?
Well, it's like I've never met this person. I've never met him.
Right.
These are people I don't know, and I understand. And I'm not trying to, but like, you also need to understand. Like, I'm from Chicago. I've got like hundreds of friends that would all like to go play those places that I've never been like, hey guys, like, do you want to go play Chicago Golf or Shore Acres? And I'm not also like, I don't make requests like to go play those places. Like the last time I requested somebody go out to Chicago Golf with somebody I know that's a member there, it was 3 members of our staff,
Yeah.
Like that's who
fried egg people.
I think like it's all over the place, but
I think most people are normal, but you feel like it's gotten more lawless than ever.
Well, I just think that there's an element, I think most 99, this is so true with everything, right? Like 98% of the population's great and understands these things, but there's always like the 2% that are shameless and will just ask anybody to host anywhere.
God, there's one I want to put on blast right now, but I know he listens. He's such a nice guy that I'm not going to do it.
Well, now everybody's going to be afraid to ask us for anything.
No, ask away. And if we don't respond, there's your answer. There's your answer. Or sign up for an event. Friday call. I don't know. We're trying. We try to be nice about it. Go ahead.
It's hard, like I want to, like, I've been hosted by a bunch of people I've never met. So it's like,
great.
People are like like I said, the vast majority of people are awesome, but sometimes you get emails and you just like laugh out loud, like Yes, it'll be like it's great to meet you. It's
no, I can't get you on Augusta on Monday.
if you're starting an email with like I've never met you, and then asking for something to get like hosted somewhere, it's probably not a good idea to send the email.
Stuff. All right. I thought that was a good one. It's an interesting sort of dynamic going on. One more. Let's do one quick more. Colin, this is from Colin. 36, no kids, not interested in fighting over what to call the game where you throw beanbags at a piece of plywood. It's
bags.
It's cornhole.
It's called bags.
It's bags. For Midwesterners, it's always bags. PJ, you dispute
cornhole
that?
Is such a corny name.
You dispute that, PJ?
It's a stupid name.
I mean, I'm like vaguely familiar with it being called bags, but I have never used that
cornhole
in
is
my
such
life.
a bad name. Cornhole,
it's stupid.
It makes the game sound stupid.
You
want to go play
defense
cornhole?
Of the cornhole people,
it's
the professional cornhole league is the ACO, the American Cornhole Association. It's not the American Bags Association.
Well, it was popularized in the Midwest.
Doesn't mean that it's right or wrong.
Yep.
It's not.
Bags.
Doesn't mean that it's right because they've used the wrong name. They've pigeonholed this like awful name that makes the game, this beautiful game, sound stupid.
It is unbecoming and crude.
It is.
All right,
this time bags. It's called bags.
This time last year, I played a member guest at a club outside Philadelphia. Before going into the issue at hand, I want to provide one piece of context. My partner, a childhood friend, may not identify with the quote "not interested in fighting" mantra so many listeners offer. So that's his partner. May be interested in fighting.
A true wild card.
We in Philadelphia, you never know. It's some of those Philly people. We enter the third match of the first day 1-1 and come in against some slightly older gentlemen that don't play the quote beautiful game but are absolute scorers. To set the tone a bit, on the first hole, I hit a tee shot into the fescue. After some searching, I located a ball with the same make, model, and number as the one I was playing and hit a miraculous recovery shot to about 20 feet. Upon reaching the green, I realized the ball had a different logo, so I picked up, giving them the hole. My partner had already recused himself with a few lost tee balls. I'm not offering this to suggest I'm some pillar of ethics and morality, only to clue you in on what I thought was a precedent-setting move early in the match. Okay, so he gave him the hole. He hit the wrong ball. You should do that. I don't want to give you a cake for that, but yeah, good job. Things were scratchy back and forth, and we entered the sixth hole, a medium-length downhill par 3, up by 1. Unrelated, but we got to watch a legendary former Eagles tight end hit a ball to about a foot while we waited. My partner tees off, blows it right into a trap about 20 yards from the green. I hit one to about 20 feet below the hole, and our competitors both end up in the green side rough. So he's on the green, one in the bunker, and then his two partners are in the rough on the side. The competitors and I are up on the green, semi-watching my partner do a pre-shot routine that resembles the golf version of a batter warming up on deck. As he's doing these massive waggles, a few feet from where the ball is, we see some sand spray up. At this point, we acknowledge that he did indeed ground his club, albeit in the dumbest way possible, and our playing partners brush it off, basically saying, "Don't worry about it, play on." Fast forward 5 minutes, and we're now all sitting about 6 to 10 feet from the hole. My playing partner sinks his par putt, as does one of our competitors. At this very moment, so we've got 2 pars in, and he's sitting there, 6 feet. At this very moment, the lightning alarm goes off. We agree that the hole is halved, and myself and the other competitor pick up our balls. Fast forward another 15 minutes, I'm sitting in the clubhouse, and one of our competitors, the guest, comes out with the head pro, who informs me that grounding your club is a loss of hole penalty in match play. I'm solo at this point and caught completely off guard. I tell him he should take it up with the member, who, as I previously mentioned, will not take this well. My playing partner and the other member have an animated conversation with the head pro, the result of which was that the hole was halved, as I was effectively given my par putt when the lightning alert went off and we picked up. When we went back out for the final 2 holes, the vibe was icy, to put it lightly. I don't think a word was said until we shook hands on the 9th green. We ended up winning the match on the 8th hole. I've never felt amazing about this outcome, and I'm hoping to get some closure. On one hand, the official rule offers some flexibility on what constitutes an actual penalty when a club is grounded in the bunker, and waggling your club back and forth like an idiot doesn't seem to fit into the description of deliberately testing the condition of the sand. To add to that, I still had about 6 feet for par that was picked up due to the weather declaration of halving. On the other hand, I live in New York, and most of my practice is on a sim, meaning my putt. I had zero confidence I might actually make the putt to have the hole. Basically, who's the a-hole here? Because I'm worried it might be us. Look,
I think your partner broke the rules. What you do is you take the rules and you give them the hole regardless. Like you just in this situation, even if they say no go, we lost the hole. We're on to the next hole. That's the right thing to do. It's the right way to handle this situation. Is you broke the rules, whether they like try and brush it off. Like it removes any awkwardness at the end of the thing, because like you're just playing by the rules. The rules are there for like a nice way to administer the game to avoid awkwardness, because you can go back on the rules.
Yeah, but that disregards his own putt that he had. I get it. You're a team at this point. He gave him the first hole when he hit the wrong ball, which he should have done for sure. Should have done. I just think like. Is it slightly more formal competition than, just screwing around on a Saturday? Yeah, but it's also not the biggest deal. It's a member guest. Some guys take this to be like the Masters, I suppose, and none of it really matters. So either give, the sand spray didn't matter. It probably did not matter. This guy sounds like a high handicap bird. He's not like gaining any advantage, but also, the outcome of the hole isn't that big a deal because it's just a member guest. And I think you just fall back on the guy broke the rule. So
yeah, and then it removes any potential awkwardness.
But the guy sounds interested in fighting, so that's just not the way he was going to go about it. So, all right, that does it for this Friday episode.
Hold on a second.
Mateo?
Oh, it's better than Mateo, baby.
Oh no,
it's better than Mateo, baby. Mr. 1000 solo lead goes nuclear on the last 6 holes.
Cam Young is in position.
Who Mr. 1000?
Come on.
There's been 999 unique winners on the PGA Tour. The next unique first-time winner on the PGA Tour will be Mr. 1000, and PJ has called that this is going to be Cam Young.
What if Mateo Manacero comes in and Heisman stiff arms Cam Young's attempt? What a podcast that was.
Then Cam Young.
Sunday is going to be a next-level episode, I can tell you that much.
Then Cam Young would understand why he's referred to as the great one in some parts.
He sure would. All right. August is off to a rousing start. Going to be a great month. All right. We will talk to you on Monday morning, Sunday night, wherever you get your podcast.